Welcome back. So this is Lexon number 3 of the VideoGameNews.com video game collection, and what you're looking at is a TelStar ColorTron. And you might say to yourself, didn't I already see one of these TelStar ColorTrons before? The answer would be yes, I think you did. So I have 2 of these, although this one is in better condition. I have a few dupes of some of these systems, mostly because I probably purchased them and didn't realize that I had 2 of them, and this is one of those cases. But this one's in really good shape for being a 1978 console, Pong console, playing 4 games of Pong. So it's really cool. This particular tub I had to take some stuff out of. I had an old camera in it and things. It's one of the reasons I'm going through all this, is to consolidate my inventory. This is a Midway Live, sorry, the glare, 2002. This is actually a t-shirt that's compressed inside this pack. It's an extra large shirt. It just has this Midway Live thing on it, so I never bothered to actually open it because I didn't really want to wear it. Thought it was kind of cooler that it was all like compressed inside this little triangle thing. So yeah, it says copyright 1996 on it. I don't know, but it's actually from 2002, probably from E3 of that year I got it. Alright, this is a Hanimex. I believe this is a 777. Let me see here. Well, anyway, it's a Pong system. Let me take it out of the box. Some of these Pong systems were a little bit weird. And Hanimex basically were clones of other ones. This is basically the main unit, and here it is. It's a 666S, and it would take batteries here at the bottom. It took a 9-volt, and it had an external power adapter, and then the right player, which is over here, would just plug in. This little dude here would just plug in there like that, and you would pick between football, squash, practice, and tennis, and bing bonk, bing bonk, reset, serve, and you had some switches up here. These were supposedly, some of these were made into actual kits. You would buy them and assemble them yourself in electronic catalog. I'm not sure if this Hanimex is one of those kits. Probably not, since it says made in Hong Kong, but that may have been the parts too. Not exactly sure. However, this is very similar to one of the Radio Shack units that I will show you at some point. I'll try and squeeze this into the box after I finish the video. Here we have a Sands Pong system. I don't know too much history about the Sands unit. It is also made in Hong Kong. Looks like it also ran on batteries. Looks like that's a couple of, looks about 4 D's or C's in there. And a lot of these ran on the same microchips. They just varied by unit. Tennis, hockey, squash, and you could set the angle here, 20 degrees or 40 degrees. Amateur, professional, and then the player control would be here on the side, and these are actually removable, I think. There we go. And on wires, of course, and you could play them away from the main unit, and sound actually came out of the speaker. A lot of the early Pong systems had the sound in the unit rather than excuse me, broadcasting out to the TV. You had ball speed, fast and slow, and you had manual and automatic serve. So and then a big button here. This looks like something really that if you had some wood and some free time, you could buy some switches and build your own Pong. And really, it seems like that's what a lot of these guys were doing, because, you know, nothing fancy about this thing's really heavy. You know, it's solid as a rock, and, you know, considering what's in it, not you know, just crazy today. I mean, totally, if I turn this on, probably catch on fire. This is a, I have to reassemble it here. This is a Sears Telegames model 80007. It played tennis, hockey, squash, and handball, just like what you saw before. Had a bunch of different switches. Sound came out of the main unit. Had manual serve and start, and the controllers plugged in here, and the controllers were kept boy, it's like frozen. I just reassembled this too. Let's see why the lid was off. There we go. Controllers are here, and they would plug in with these little RCA jacks. Oops, and then top popped off this one. And you would, if it wasn't stripped, you would use this to move it back left and right. Interesting. It looks like it was actually glued on here at one point. So anyway, the glue is long since worn away, but it probably could be re-glued on. See if this one is attached. See, this one even has a different top. Like somebody just gave up. Said, well, this is the original one probably right here, because this looks like it's right. It's got a grip and everything on top. So that's good. That one fits. And then this one looks like somebody like took like an oven dial, you know, because it's got like a temperature thing on it. Put it on there and tried to get away with it. Obviously, you could just do it like this. But yeah, that's the condition of a lot of these things that you get. They're not that mint when you buy them used, and once you get them, you know, what are you going to say? People are always like, I didn't know, you want your money back? You know, you ain't going to go through with it all. So that's the Sears TeleGames 80007. We have the ColorGame. These are removable controllers. Serve button on the side. On and off. Had a game selector on it. Not sure how many games, but probably not that many. Had some connect to the antenna here, RF out. Not sure what that is. Probably the self-destruct device thing, and the tag's gone. Fairly rare ColorGame. Not easy to find one of these. Neither is it easy to find any of these, really. But and then finally, outside of the power the power adapters that are falling around in there, I have the rather large and ominous Coleco TelStar unit. One of the originals. This is a classic, TelStar Classic, as it says there, classic. Tennis, hockey, handball, beginner, intermediate, and pro. On-off, reset, controllers, non-removable, wood, unit right there, all big. Doesn't look like there's a date on it, but Coleco made it, so you know, 70s without a doubt. Sound came out of the main unit here, and not really sure what that jack is right there. Could be for a light gun, although there's no light gun option here. May even have been for like a earphone. I don't know why, but you know, it's there. It's bizarre. Because the cord to the TV is up here. Oh, probably just power adapter. Excuse me. A couple of these things actually do have an earphone jacks on them. Yeah, but you would plug the power adapter there. Giant freaking Pong system. People talk about how the Xbox takes up space. Imagine this thing sitting under your TV set, you know, all huge, and it only plays fucking Pong. Excuse my French. I know it's a show for kids. But anyway, yep, that's it. So that's Lexon 3. I'm going to use up some of the space consolidating some of these, but yep, big block of wood.